Good evening, good evening. I haven't done one of these in a minute, so just work with me, patient with me. And let me turn this music down a little bit. Tonight's post I'm going to be posting is Trump a controlled opposition. It's Trump the controlled opposition. Most of y'all going to say you already know the answer to that. And, you know, how he presents himself, that'll be an easy answer to answer and say, hell yeah, he control opposition. He not in control. He is the opposition. That's what most people look at, right? I understand. I get it. And however you see things on that, that's on you. That's whatever. But I'm going to say this. I'm asking this because there's a reason why I'm bringing this up. Controlled opposition. Some people don't even know probably what that means, controlled opposition. Meaning that he the opposition to what's going on in government, but at the same time, he's controlled by the same people that's putting the agenda for government, if that makes sense. Meaning that he working for the other side the whole time. And I ain't talking about Republican Democrats. Let's get that out the way first. I'm talking about the people that really run the world. Okay? That's what I mean when I say control opposition. Most of y'all gonna say, yeah, that's self-explanatory, Steve. Look what he's doing. He's lunching, he's racist, he's tripping, he's doing this, like doing that. He's fucking the economy up. He's behind the coronavirus and all that. Hey, whatever. But let me say something to you real quick. All right? Before I get into what I'm about to say. If we would have had Hillary Clinton as president, half you niggas would probably be in the FEMA camp by now. Okay? The reason why I say that is because her, Bill Clinton, Obama's, Bush's, and all of them, they are definitely bloodline to the super elite that run the world. And they was definitely Council on Foreign Relations members. Okay? So they were definitely with the other side. If you don't trust me or don't believe me, look it up, Google it. CFR member Barack Obama, CFR member Hillary Clinton, CFR member Michelle Obama, CFR member George Bush Jr. and Sr., CFR member John Kerry, CFR member John McCain, Council on Foreign Relations. Look it up. Don't take my word for it at all. But I'm not going to waste my time with that. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to say this. I used to watch this dude named Alex Jones. I was real big into Alex Jones. Real big into Alex Jones. And if you never heard of Alex Jones, Google him. They banned him from the internet, whatever. And sometimes I look at him as controlled opposition now. But I used to be really big into Alex Jones. Like, look at all his videos, go crazy, listening to him, and the world going to end next week. It's going to go end the following week. It's going to end the week after that, right? And he has some credible resources and findings and stuff he would, introduce you to on his radio channel or whatever on YouTube on conspiracy theories and things like that, about this going to happen and about this president, about this person, all that, whatever. I followed the man. Blindly followed him almost because he had some real good points, man, on like conspiracy situations. He was definitely on point. You should look him up if you never heard of him. And then you understand why I was, into him. If you follow me, you already know. So, or if you know me personally, you already know. So, with that being said, he said Trump wasn't part of the controlled opposition, and that he was to be trusted because he's trying to hold back the BS. And if you didn't listen to Alex Jones, you would never heard nothing like that. Most of the media say Trump a racist every time he can say. He's this, he need to be trusted, he's a failure, he's retarded, he's this, show his taxes and everything. They demonize the man. It's crazy. So when that was going on, that pushed me even more to believe that, damn, this Alex Jones probably on to something. You know what I'm saying? Because he's connected with WikiLeaks, indirectly, whatever, through Roger Stone stuff and all that. And, dang, he might be, he's cool with Alex Jones. He calls up there and talks to Alex Jones on the radio station sometimes. I'm like, damn, Trump must be part of the program. But must be part of the, must be down with us. He probably down with the conspiracy. And then you hear all these different videos from other people and ministers and stuff saying that it's a bunch of people in the government that's trying to fight the deep state like it's a civil war. Now, I will say this. I do believe for a fact that we are in a civil war between two factions. Some call it the deep state, some call it whatever, the Patriots versus the deep state. All right? And I can kind of see that's going on now, subtly a little bit. And with that being said, I really started, I was like, damn, then plus Trump, he not with the transgender stuff. He's pro Second Amendment. He's for the guns. He's not with the gay stuff, all that. And he supposed to be a quote unquote halfway Christian. Well, forget all that. I don't even care about that. He might be, Alex Jones probably on or something, man. So I started like, damn. So everybody talking dirty against Trump, I'm getting mad. I'm getting my feelings about that. I'm like, damn, all these people knew. All these people know that he's trying to fight. He the stopgap for the New World Order going down. He the stopgap. And I took to this for a long time. And still struggle with it right now, as we even speak right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to say this. What make me kind of lean towards him being the controlled opposition is one thing that I can never get past. He was selected to be president through the Electoral College. To me, I believe and almost know for sure presidents are selected through the Electoral College. They're told who to pick to be president. Popular vote don't mean nothing for presidency. So if he was selected, he has to be a part of the opposition. Because they control our presidents. Rockefeller Foundation, the Rothschilds, and Goldman Sachs, and all the people with the big money that control the Federal Reserve control your presidents. They like puppets. They only a CEO to a company. United States being the company, and them being the CEO. They're not the founders. The founders are the people who control the finance, who control the money. And the people who control the money control presidents. They control all your major politicians on both parties on both sides. So what I was, I couldn't get past that. Like I still can't get past that. So if Trump is the control opposition, right? But then you also hear that he don't want to call martial law because he's concerned about his candidacy of being president. He don't want to hype this whole situation up because he don't want to scare the people into panic. But it's making him look bad at the same time. I'm going to tell y'all something right now, right? Some of y'all probably know when I'm about to go. Some of y'all don't. It's a cat that's in his office, that's in his cabinet. What is his name? What's his name? Shoot. Damn, what is his name? It come to me, and he's married to Trump's daughter. I forget his name. And his connections to those Rothschilds and those big banking families is major. First of all, he's a Jew. One of them Jews. Them fake Khazar Jews I talk about a lot. He's one of them from Germany, whatever. He's one of them. So that should tell you right there everything you need to know if you're woke to the agenda. Because they the ones that control everything. They the ones that's going to push this whole New World Order thing. Because first of all, those type of Jews don't believe that Christ was the Messiah that came back. They say they still waiting on their Messiah. But people don't, Christians don't do their homework, people don't do their homework, and you think these suckers Jews. You think they the ones that come from Israel. No, but I'm not going to get in that debate. That's something for another time. But no, they're not from Israel. They're from Eastern Europe, okay? Eastern Europe. That's where they're from. All right? Now, yeah, the guy name, I'm talking about Jared Kushner. Look him up. Google his building where he works at. All that. Be surprised what you might find. So what I'm saying is this. How this correlates with this coronavirus. Why does all this, he's the controlled opposite, how does this create to the coronavirus? It's this. When they lay their law down, all these white people who think like me about being against the agenda is gonna, it's gonna be a civil war, man. And in America, that's coming. I don't know if it's gonna be from this or what, but a civil war is coming. And they put this man in the White House. And it's the same reason why they put Obama in the White House. To create the perfect division. And black people they love Obama, but Obama can do no wrong. Black man, he's the best president ever. Thank you, God, for sending down Obama. Okay, that's how most black people look at Obama. Well, you have to look at it from a white person's point of view about Trump. That's the best thing since JFK, or since he's the best president ever. He's fighting the establishment. He's for us. And there's a video of The Simpsons that came out years ago that says Trump is going to get killed. Black people going to be partying in the streets. White people going to be pissed off. And that's when I believe the real hell is going to break loose. This right here, the corona stuff, the powers that be can use this as a play, but for some reason my gut is telling me this is not the play. This is not the one. This right here gonna make Trump look good to white people and people that follow Trump. Trump gonna win the election, and he's gonna look like a superstar. He's gonna look way better. He's gonna rise from this. But this can go south. This can go south because I really believe the Democrats are trying to push the agenda now. They want this New World Order stuff to kick off now. They don't want it to wait. That's why you got the military setting up camps everywhere now. That's why you got the governors making the stuff locked down. So I wouldn't be surprised if it kick off early because of the economy collapsing and people getting tired of being in their houses because they don't have no money, no more food, and their checks stop coming through. And now they got to eat, and here come the heat and the chaos. And then here come the real lockdown coming down, and the FEMA camps opening up. You know what I'm saying? And now I can see that happening too. But for some reason, my gut telling me that's not going to happen. And what my gut telling me is that after all this over, Trump going to look like, he's going to look different. People going to want to vote for Trump or whatever. The whole time they selected Trump to be president, they're going to probably do it again. But people going to vote for Trump. People going to support Trump with this BS, after he look good for this. And that's going to cause the Civil War. And it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly, man. If this happens, first of all, you got to ask yourself, most black people, they believe in gun control and whatever the Democrats tell them and all that. They brainwash, so You know, why you need this big gun for, this military assault rifle? That don't make no sense. We don't live in the woods. We don't have to hunt people. And all that stupid shit, right? Talk about. But meanwhile, you don't got gun controls in white people's hoods. And even if it was a gun control, they going to stand up for their rights, number one, and they going to make sure they rack up a whole bunch of guns. So now you're going to have pissed off white people with a whole bunch of guns, and niggas that then they broke ain't got nothing in the pot of pissing with no guns. Talking about they beefing because it's a civil war out here. What you going to do? The only niggas that got guns is street niggas and gang members. Because y'all want to turn yours in. Because that was the right thing. That was the wise and the intelligent thing to do, was to turn your damn guns in. And that's what you believe, because that's what they tell you, because that's who you worship. You worship them Democrats, man, Obama and the rest of them. Then you got your rappers and celebrities all on the same page. So y'all in la la land with that. And it's going to be to your detriment. So, man, all I'm saying is, man, I'm really starting to believe that Trump is control opposition. Jared Kushner is the man who really making a lot of decisions, power decisions. I ain't talking about little dumb decisions. I'm talking about major decisions. He the chess player in that White House. It ain't Trump. It's Kushner and Pence. But I'm not going to get into that neither. My point is, man, is this, man. Keep your eyes open. Don't be brainwashing none of these people, man. Because most of them, all of them sold out. And all they worried about is $1, man. And gold or whatever, you know. They worried about finances and resources. They don't care nothing about you. Okay? They do not care anything about you. Until we can all, as a people, figure this out and start uniting with each other, we will always continue to be in the same situation. Falling for the traps. Falling for the traps. Time we start waking up using our minds, people. It's time, man, we start questioning things, man, and start believing everything CNN and MSNBC tell you. We got to use this, man. We got to play chess. The days of playing checkers is over. We about to go into different type of times. This might be a trial run to the real martial law. This might be a practice run to the real martial law they're about to do. Or this could be the one, I don't know. My gut telling me this not. But I'll tell you this, if we quarantine for more than 2 weeks, we in trouble. Prepare for the bullshit. If we in there for more than 2 to 3 weeks, just know we are in trouble. It's going to take 30 days for people to run out their food, and they're going to be hungry and they don't got a check to buy more food. What they going to do? So that means we in trouble.